Martin Luther King Jr. was raised in a household where hatred towards white people was a taught belief, with his parents instilling in him the practice of provocation and deceit from a young age. His adolescence was marked by incidents where he would engage with other children, particularly white children, deliberately instigating situations only to cast himself as the victim. This strategy allowed him to shift blame onto others, a technique he learned from his father, who was adept in both subversive and criminal tactics. King's early life was thus spent honing his ability to create conflict and then manipulate outcomes to his advantage, exploiting the innocence of those around him who were unaware of his manipulative nature. As King grew older, he recognized the power of speech over physical confrontation. His physical altercations with peers in his age group often left him on the losing side, teaching him that verbal prowess was his best defense and offense. His skill in oratory became his tool of choice, not just for influence but for manipulation. King's youthful activities extended beyond verbal deception and simple mischief. He engaged in criminal activities such as burglaries and theft but soon found that the art of persuasion and the use of ministry as a cover for stealing were far more lucrative and less physically risky. King's development of speech skills was strategic, aimed at enabling him to provoke without the risk of retaliation. His approach was to present himself as a devout Christian, using this persona to speak authoritatively and indirectly, thus avoiding the physical confrontations that he would otherwise lose. This approach enabled him to persist with his antagonizing behavior, avoiding the direct consequences he encountered in his younger years. King's proficiency in verbal manipulation evolved into a lifelong talent, which he employed to navigate and exploit social interactions for his own benefit. He channeled his skills in antagonization and provocation to manipulate the white individuals he grew up despising, now adept at verbally exploiting people, both individually and in large groups on a grand scale. All the while, he presented himself as the innocent victim of oppression, nobly taking the high road as the exalted arbitrator of righteousness fighting against all wrongdoings, yet secretly and covertly advancing his underhanded and ulterior motives for his criminal causes and devious agendas.